Hi, Dramione fam. Let's talk about Wait and Hope by Mightbewriting. This fic goes in the column of lovely fics, for sure. It goes in there with, Amor Insomnia, Apple Pie and Other Amends, Rosemary for Remembrance, all of those fics. It's not a high-octane adventure or wartime devastation, but neither would I call it a fluffy rom-com. It's actually, very much its own thing. But the writing was really good, and I'm definitely adding beginning and end high on my TBR for sure. So the premise is Hermione wakes up in St. Mungo's after being in a magically induced coma. They ask her name and what year it is, and she says she's Hermione Granger, and it's 2001. And then they tell her, wrong, it's 2007, and your name is Hermione Granger Malfoy. She is understandably gobsmacked. Next thing she knows, Draco Malfoy is tearing around the unit, yelling, "Where is my wife?" and like punching people and stuff per usual. I love Malfoy abusing the people in St. Mungo's. That is such a trope that appears all over these fics. So when he goes in to see her and is full of love for his wife, who has just emerged from a coma and sees that she cannot remember that she loves him, it is probably the worst day of his life, and that is saying something. Because she remembers him, but it's only pre-2001 Draco, which is less than ideal. So even though she's pretty reluctant, he takes her home to their tiny book-strewn flat, and she then has to put together the pieces of her confusing life. The first shock is that Harry and Ginny are weirdly fond of Draco. And then over time enter the Slytherins, and we get just such a nice Slytherin group in this fic. Theo is snarky and chaotic, but with real genuine heart. I loved him in this. He's just so sweet. I mean, he's going out on a limb for want. I mean, he's just great. We get a pansy that is, of course, insulty and boundaryless, but with this great well of vulnerability that made me I wanted to be I'll be your best friend. Yeah, I even liked Blaze a little bit in this fic, which is not usual for me. So yeah, kudos. This fic had major Timeless vibes. It was like Hermione's Timeless. If Timeless was Draco's journey, this was Hermione's version of that. I'm not saying they're the same or that, there was any kind of overlap with that, but they're very much their own thing, but the feels I had were similar, even down to the 6-year gap. In this fic, it's Hermione that has to come to terms with the fact that 6 years in the future from her own reality, her life is happy with Draco Malfoy, which was the plot of Timeless, just on Draco's end. She has to fall in love with him again, which was just lovely. It was the good part. And as in with Timeless, I love that we get to see their actual marriage, like the day-to-day good days and bad days and all of that. That was really, really lovely. I thought this author did a really good job portraying the emotions of both of them as they wrangle with the emotional fallout of the situation. Draco has to fight his anger, his desperation to fix this, and his need to occlude, while Hermione is grappling with the idea that her memories may never come back. I just thought it was a really beautiful character journey for both of them. And so this fic was around 250 pages, so it's not too long. It was the right length for the story that she wanted to tell. I definitely wanted it to keep going when it was over, but she has written other ones. It was sad in parts, obviously, but not devastating. Just really lovely. There are apparently 4 other pieces that go with this, including Beginning and End, which is a prequel that is a Draco POV of them actually falling in love. But I think it's long. It's more than just that. It's like a coming of age about Draco, which, yeah, sign me up. There are also 2 short stories. I believe there's one about Theo and maybe one about Pansy and Neville that are in this universe. And then there's also a story in there that promises to tell us what actually occurred on that green tufted couch over the years. So yes, please. So I'm currently reading Breathmint's Battle Scars, so I'm gonna need something lighter after that. So what should I read next? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.